I've been trying to call you.
I've been at the hospital.
The hospital? I thought you were with Stephanie.
Well, yes, I was.
She came to see you?
Yes.
Did you tell her anything?
About Taylor? No, I didn't.
How did you manage that? That woman was determined to find out where you've been.
Well, something came up, something very serious.
Really? What?
Well, Taylor's father, Jack Hamilton, he's had a heart attack.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, that's why I was at the hospital. I've been there with him.
Well, was it serious?
He's in critical condition.
And does Taylor know about her father?
Yes. I called her.
Well, that means she's got to be coming back to L.A.
You sent for me, Princess?
Yasmin, I need you to help me do some packing.
Where are you going?
There's a conference in Tangier. I'm going to be speaking.
Really?
Yes, but I have to leave immediately.
Is the prince going with you?
No.
You're going alone?
Well, it's a conference on women's issues.
Oh. Still.
I'll tell you about it later. Right now, I need you to help me with the preparations.
But the prince, he does know that you will be leaving.
It was his idea.
It was?
Yes. Now, will you please help me pack the suitcase and get me a driver? We really have to get out of here right now.
I'll alert the travel office.
No, we don't have time for that.
But your royal jet, it will have to be...
I'm not taking the royal jet.
You're not?
I'm taking a commercial flight.
Layla, I heard the good news. You're going to the conference.
Wow, you guys sure took a lot of pictures on your honeymoon.
Not that many.
Oh, only about 20 rolls or so. Look at these.
I guess I did take a few of the palace, huh?
Yeah, and the yacht, and the airplane, and the airport. Typical.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
It means you were always the one taking pictures.
Was I?
Come on, Brooke, don't you remember? You used to drive Stormy and me out of our minds.
That's right. How could I forget that?
You haven't been taking many pictures lately?
No. No, not since before the honeymoon.
You're just not into it anymore?
That, and I don't have as much time or photo opportunities.
Brooke, you're part of the Forrester clan. There must be tons of family moments worth capturing on film.
Forrester family moments. Unfortunately, there have been very few of those. And I bet you I don't have to explain who is responsible for that.
You were about to extend an olive branch, I believe?
Yes, I am, Stephanie. I've gone through a lot of changes lately. My priorities have changed. Do you know what the most important thing is in my life right now?
You mean it isn't Brooke Logan anymore?
It's family, Stephanie. Our family. That's at the top of my list. I want to see a renewed interest of spirit and love and cooperation with all of us Forresters. And I'm prepared to back my words up with a gesture.
What kind of a gesture?
If it will unify this family, I might be willing to give up my controlling interest in Forrester Creations. Did you hear me, Stephanie?
All 51%?
Possibly.
Well, that's quite an offer if it's a bona fide one.
You still doubt me?
Well, the takeover was rather hostile, if you'll remember.
Yes, well, I was angry. I felt manipulated and betrayed. I wanted revenge. I wanted power over people that did me wrong. I worked really hard to be more than just a figurehead at Forrester. And I really think that I deserve some respect, even yours.
Well, the company is still solvent.
In any event, I'm beyond the anger and the bitterness. I have moved on. I've left that all behind. I just want to build a life with Ridge right now. I want to spend time with my husband and my kids.
You are serious.
Yes, of course I'm serious. Love is about sacrifice, Stephanie. And if I step down, it will be the biggest sacrifice in my life. But it's all up to you.
All up to me?
I want you to make a sacrifice, too. If you can't change your attitude towards me, business will go on as usual at Forrester. I will be in charge, and you will be in agony over it. So, what's it going to be? It's your call.
You on your way out?
Well, yes, but come in anyway.
What's the news from the hospital?
Oh, Jack's, no change. He's still critical.
Pretty stable, isn't he?
For now.
Is that where you were going?
No, they're not allowing visitors yet.
Yeah. So, where are you off to?
Well, actually, I'm going over to see my favorite daughter-in-law.
You're gonna visit Brooke?
I thought as long as Ridge was out of town, she might like some company.
Is that so?
Well, I got to thinking earlier today, wouldn't it be nice if when Ridge came back, she told him she turned over the control of the company to you and me again?
Stephanie.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Couple of dinners, spend some time together, and I think I'll just have her eating right out of the palm of my hand.
Same old problem, huh? Stephanie, I thought you were going to tell her to back off.
I have, a number of times.
And she still intimidates you.
No, this isn't about intimidation. I won't let her walk all over me. But that still doesn't make me feel any better.
Why not? Brooke, you have Ridge and the kids. Now, if Stephanie would just stay out of your life...
Yes, but I don't want her to stay out of my life.
Excuse me?
She's family, Donna. She's Ridge's mother. She's Bridget's grandmother. I don't want to have to avoid her. I want just the opposite. Oh, gosh. I would give anything, almost anything, to just have a better relationship with her. You know, sometimes I even fantasize about it. What it would be like to just call her in the afternoon and talk. Or go out to lunch with her sometime. I mean, that would just mean so much to me.
And I take it Stephanie knows all this?
Yeah, deep down she does.
Then how can she treat you this way?
Because she doesn't trust me. She's never trusted me. From the first time I was in her house and we looked at each other across the room, there was this terribly negative energy in the air. It was like she was trying to seek out my weaknesses and ignore everything else. And through the years, I have tried to show her that there's more to me, but she just doesn't want to acknowledge it, or she won't. I don't really think it's going to change. Stephanie has to want to accept me, and she doesn't want to. Which means she will always see the worst of me.
Stephanie, I'm not going to let you play on Brooke's vulnerabilities, especially when Ridge is away.
You think I'm taking advantage of her?
Well, isn't that what you're doing?
Please.
Stephanie, Brooke is not as strong as you think she is.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we talking about the same person? The little valley girl who set her sights on marrying the rich, wealthy boy from Beverly Hills, and when she didn't get him, took the father instead? This is a woman that you think I'm going to take advantage of?
You're not being fair.
Why would I be fair with her, Eric? She's never been fair with me.
Brooke is not the person you think she is.
Eric!
No, look, listen to me. You have never given Brooke a chance. When you see Brooke, all you see is a woman out to get her claws into your son or your husband. But that's not who she is. Stephanie, Ridge loves Brooke. I loved Brooke, as a matter of fact, when you and I were finished with our marriage.
Are you sure you want to get into this? Eric, come on. You had an affair with her before our marriage was finished.
Stephanie, you and I were not acting as husband and wife for years. Our marriage was on the rocks a long time before Brooke Logan. She didn't cause our divorce, and you know it. The fact is, our problems were caused by you and by me. By not relating, not communicating, and by developing that wonderful sort of contempt for one another that can so often creep into a marriage after 20 years or so. None of that has anything to do with Brooke Logan.
I see. You think I should stay away from her until I can learn to appreciate her the way you and Ridge do.
Well, that's not exactly my suggestion, but I think what you're doing is wonderful. Seeing Brooke is good, but not to manipulate her. You should call her. You should do things together. If you would try to get to know this daughter-in-law with something like an open mind, I think you would see that she's completely different than the person you describe. The question is, will you do it? Can you do it?
Well, isn't she? Taylor must be coming home.
I'm not so sure.
What do you mean you're not so sure? We're talking about her father.
Yes, I know, her only living parent.
And you just told her he may be dying.
Yes, I did. I told her that about an hour ago.
Well, then trust me, the woman is on a plane at this very moment.
I don't think it's going to be that easy. Do you think Prince Omar is going to let her come back here to Los Angeles? I don't think so. Not while Rich Forrester is still breathing.
I am so pleased. This is your first official trip as Princess Layla.
Well, it's only a very small conference.
Still, it's a significant first step.
Well, there isn't going to be any media coverage there.
Will you stop belittling this event? When are you going to Tangier?
Immediately.
Good. Yasmin, is the plane ready?
I'm not taking the royal jet. I'm going to fly commercially.
You're saying the prince might try to prevent Taylor from coming home?
He's very attached to her.
But this is a family crisis.
Oh, you have to understand something, Connor. We're not talking about a Western marriage here. We're not even talking about a traditional Moroccan marriage. We're talking about a royal marriage. An heir to the throne is involved here.
So what?
Well, kings and princes have a way of getting what they want, at whatever cost.
So if he doesn't want her coming back to Los Angeles...
He doesn't want her coming back to Los Angeles because Ridge is here.
Yeah, but how will he stop her? He's not going to use force.
He'll do whatever he has to do.
Even against his own wife?
Especially against his own wife. If he felt, as I do, that a trip to Los Angeles would be the last time that he ever saw her.
My God. What is she going to do?
I don't know.
Well, you're right about one thing. If she comes back to Los Angeles, everything could change.
And Prince Omar knows that. Taylor's in a precarious predicament. If she tells Omar that she's coming back here to see her father, my guess is she'll never make it out of that palace. Not alive, at any rate.
You are taking a commercial flight to Tangier?
Yes.
You know you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Layla, you are my wife. You can't be flying all over the country in public transport.
Why not? Isn't it my role to get close to the people? That is my mission, isn't it?
Yes, but what about security? You'll be mobbed wherever you go. No. It's out of the question.
There aren't going to be any crowds if no official announcement is made.
Are you serious? My wife is going to sneak out of the palace and take a cab to the airport? Absolutely not. It's ridiculous to even think about it.
I'm taking her, my lord.
You, Yasmin?
Yes.
And what makes you think I'd permit that?
I told her you would permit it. Omar, please, this is very important to me. It's very important that I attend this conference as an independent woman, not as a princess. That's what the meeting is all about, women's issues and their problems and the way that they solve them. I think it would make a much stronger impression. Omar, please, just let me do this my way. Just allow Yasmin to take me to the airport. There won't be any crowds, and no one needs to know.
Stephanie!
Bad timing?
No, come in.
Where are the children?
Out with my sister.
Oh.
You were hoping to see them, weren't you?
Yes and no. Actually, I came to see you.
You're here to see me?
Yes.
Do I dare ask why?
Did you think I was going to be upset with you?
Are you?
Should I be?
No, but you usually are.
Makes me sound irrational.
Oh, Stephanie, I didn't say that.
Oh, well, good. Then I'm sure I have every reason in the world to be upset with you most of the time.
Well, from your perspective, I'm sure you do.
From your perspective, I'm sure you think I don't.
Now, why do I get the feeling that I'm being set up?
For what?
For one of your famous slices of syllogistic reasoning. You know the kind of thing, Stephanie. The logic that makes me seem opportunistic, evil.
I've never thought of you as evil.
Oh, just opportunistic.
With good reason.
Why? Because of my parents? The neighborhood I was brought up in? The way I was raised? Not enough swimming pools, right? Or country clubs.
It's never been that simple, and you know it.
Why are you here, Stephanie? Why did you come to see me?
Dinner.
Dinner?
I thought you might come tomorrow night for dinner.
Why, are you having a party or something?
No, I thought it'd be just you and me and the children.
Well, you know you don't have to invite me to dinner to see the children.
Yes, I do know that. It's not about the children. It's about the two of us.
Really?
Well, whenever I've tried to become closer to you, it never seems to have worked.
You're trying to get closer to me?
Yes, I thought perhaps finally we might find a way to relate to one another. Does that seem foolish to you?
No. No.
Good. Then you come for dinner?
Yeah.
Fine. Enough said about the subject.
Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you for the invitation. It means a lot to me.
Why don't you just call her again?
I can't do that. I'd only draw suspicion to her. She has to get out of there on her own.
Out of the palace and onto an airplane to Los Angeles without her husband finding out about it. That's a tall order for any woman, not to mention a princess.
Well, still, if anyone can do it, this princess can.
I hope you're right.
I hope I am, too.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. However, in the interest of safety, we suggest you keep your seatbelts fastened when you're not up and about the cabin. Our flight time is approximately 10 hours and 28 minutes en route to Los Angeles.